So who is this God person anyway? Well, good morning, brothers and sisters, and welcome to Mission Zero. If this is your first time here, my name is Shawn, and this is Battle Cry, the show where we give you a motivational theme that can carry you through a more positive week. So last week we did a lot of talking about, deeply into talking about prayer and the nature of it and how it works. But this week, I think what we need to tackle are some of the really tough questions that get in the way of our worship, that get in the way of our prayer. Some of the really hard questions about God. And so the one we're going to start off for the week that'll really set the tone for the rest of the week is, who is God? And we're going to explore that by looking at three absolute, black and white, concrete, immutable truths about God. The first immutable truth about God that we're going to talk about is that He is. I've talked about this before, but in Exodus chapter 3, Moses asked God, well, okay, if I'm going to go talk to the leaders of the Hebrews, who should I say sent me? And God replies, I am that I am. Now, that phrase is actually Eya, Ayer, Eya. And Eya means I have presence. It's more than just to exist. It's to be. What God is telling Moses, look, I exist. I am because I am, and I always will be, and I always have been. That's really important to get into your soul, because it is so easy to question if He's really there, if He really exists, or if we've just made Him up in our minds. But to help convince you, I'm going to give you two more. The second immutable truth about God that we're going to talk about today is that God is love. In 1 John 4, verses 8 and 16, the Apostle John says that God is love. But what exactly does that mean? Well, let's look at what love really is. To love means to willfully submit to chasing the satisfaction, the goodwill, the heart of another being. To say that God is love is to say that He is consummately in a state of chasing the hearts of those that He loves, which, by the way, is all of us. Not convinced yet? Let's go for number 3. The third immutable truth about God is that He is with us. In the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, Isaiah is my favorite prophet, but in chapter 8, he's actually hearing God give him a prophecy about His own son. The nation of Israel around you, Isaiah, is going to come against you, and it's going to come against your son. But don't fear, because I am with you. And that theme is played out throughout the Bible. But I'm going to tell you that that's more than just some dusty sentence in a book. God is present inside every ounce of you, every cell of you, every thought, every instinct, every impulse, calling out to you to grow, to be better, to be more powerful. And it is He, as I've said a million times before, who sustains you. Now, there's a lot more things that are true about God, but these are the three that you can hold on to always, in any situation. In your moment of darkest doubt, when you feel the most alone, when you feel like nothing makes sense, God is, and you can count on Him. No matter what you've done, no matter what you think and feel guilty about, no matter what shame other people have inflicted upon you, God loves you. And finally, God is with us all. We always have a defense in Him. We always have an audience and a cheerleader who is pushing us to grow, to do better, to live better, to be more. And so I ask you today, who is God to you? Take that question and use it to become even you-ier than you were before. And may God pour out the blessings of knowledge and understanding and communion with Him so that we can all understand how deeply He is with us, how deeply He loves us, and how present He is. And I love you so much. Peace out.